your My Make Studio box does not say pull apart Christmas tree kit, you're probably looking for another video, so go ahead and stop this one and head back over to our YouTube channel and find the video that's titled the same as whatever sticker is on your My Make Studio box. If it does say the pull apart Christmas kit, welcome! It's gonna be super cute. This is a very kind of like free-formy, make your own Christmas tree that you can eat, so I'm very excited about that. There are a couple of things we need to go over first, and number one is you do need your cupcakes baked. You need at least 12 cupcakes for this tree. Depending where you are in the country, you might have got a little more cupcakes in your batter. Just kind of depends. Everywhere we ship all over the country, and altitude, lack thereof, humidity, temperature, all kinds of things affect baking, so you might have ended up with a couple extra or you might have not. If you do have a couple extra, you're welcome to add them to your Christmas tree if you'd like, or save them for a rainy day. But if you have not baked your cupcakes yet, before you pause this video, there should have been a little card in your My Make Studio box that has our baking directions on it. But if you misplaced the card or something like that, you can go ahead and head back to our YouTube channel if you would like to see a video on how to make your cupcakes, or you can go to our website, which is mymakestudio.com, and we have written baking directions there as well. But you will need your cupcakes baked, and then you want them at least room temperature. Just because when you try to decorate really warm cupcakes, they turn into a hot, soupy, goopy mess. We don't want a hot, soupy, goopy mess for this one. We want it very like, holiday cheer, pretty. So you want them at least room temperature or chilled for a little bit in the fridge. Just be easier to decorate and all that jazz, but we're not going to do any extreme smoothing. You just don't want them warm to the touch. And then aside from that, you'll need everything that came in your box, and then a paper towel or a hand towel or a kitchen towel, just some kind of towel, so we can like put our open icing bags on it, wipe our fingers off of it, kind of help keep our area a little bit more clean, and then a pair of handy dandy scissors to help cut things open. Aside from that, go ahead and wash your hands super duper good, and then we're ready to get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset just a little bit, and then we'll get right to it. Yeah. All right, so before I actually like to start decorating, I like to go ahead and arrange my cupcakes in the shape I want for my tree. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2. The 2 down here are gonna be these like the trunk, I almost said stem, the trunk of our tree, and then the rest of them are going to be our tree. This just helps me keep track of exactly what I'm doing. If you would rather arrange it in a different shape, like maybe you want to make it into a big circle and do a wreath situation instead, you totally can. I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like, but I'm going to make a tree today. So if you wanted to make a wreath, just arrange it in a circle, and then I would use 2 towards the bottom. You'll either have to do a yellow bow or a brown bow if you are going the wreath route, just because this is designed to be a Christmas tree, but you could do a wreath if you wanted. Just make a big circle. But I'm going to show you how to make a tree. If you're doing the wreath, the tree part is pretty much the same. You just would draw a bow instead of making a stem. So let me rearrange my cupcakes back in the order I had them. Perfect. So I'm going to go here first to my bag of icing bags, and I'm going to pull out the really big one, which is the green icing. So you can either rip it open or you can cut the top off. Either way, just get it open. All the noise. All right. So I have my green. And just because of shipping and all that with temperature change, sometimes our icing likes to separate just a little bit. There is nothing wrong with it. It's totally normal and fine. Just sometimes a little bit of oil separates. So I like to go ahead and give it a good whoosh, just for a little bit to massage it back in before I actually open up my icing. All right, so now I'm gonna take this off. And then I like to squeeze a little bit out of my towel just in case I didn't quite get it all mixed together. So that way if there is still a little bit of oil, it'll come out first and it won't get all over our cupcakes. Again, nothing wrong with it. It's a normal thing that happens. But yeah, so we got it all mixed back in. Yeah, high five, go us. So, got some options here. So this little piece right here, you can screw it off. Now sometimes it's on there really tight, sometimes it isn't. But if it is on there tight and you can't quite get it off, go ahead and take your scissors and hook it where they connect. Apply a little bit of pressure, like, and then twist a bit. just to help loosen that seal. And then you can take the end of your shirt or your towel and twist it right off. Ta-da! Sweet. So this already has a tip attached to it. This is a star tip. If you would rather use this for the look of your tree, you totally can. Let me grab, I have the perfect thing to put on here. So if you wanted to use this, hold it a little above, squeeze, 1, 2, 3, and lift up. You could do them like that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this little bag, and there is a white ring and a tip, which is a funky metal looking thing with a bunch of holes in it. It's the grass tip. I personally like this look better for my tree, and it's what we used in our pictures. So I'm going to use that today, but it's your Christmas tree and your cupcakes. If you like the look of this better, by all means, feel free to use it. But I'm going to show you how to do it with the grass tip, which is my all-time absolute favorite tip. Like, for realsies, I put this in everything. I love this tip. But to put it on, we still need this little ring off first, so that's already off. Put your tip on, and then put this little ring back on over this. So it should look like this. This will hold it on there nice and tight for you. And then to use this one, you've got a couple options. You can either squeeze, 1, 2, 3, stop and lift up. The reason you want to stop and lift straight up is sometimes people have the tendency to make a blob and then dip back down with their tip, and if you do that, it messes up the design. So you want to stop and lift, but you could also squeeze and lift up to get it a bit more floppy, or you could go spaghetti style. I would recommend one of the other two ways, just so you have like as much green icing as possible, because sometimes doing it spaghetti style, which is where you're just squeezing like blah, 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 tends to use a lot more icing, so this way we can make sure that we cover all of our cupcakes. But I'm gonna do like a 1, 2, and lift, I think. Let me see. 1, 2. Yeah, so I'm just going to do little poofs, and I'm going to go ahead and move the 2 I want for my trunk somewhere else, so don't accidentally cover them in green. And I'm just gonna cover all of these cupcakes in little green poofs to start. So this is what your cupcake should look like if you're using the grass tip, and we're gonna do that to all of these. So as your icing starts to get lower, we're almost there. You can slide it down with your hands, and twist it, or you can treat it like toothpaste and fold your bag down. It just helps push all your icing down here and create more pressure. I usually twist with the bigger ones, and then with the smaller ones, I do the whole toothpaste method. But that way you get all the icing that you want. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish out the rest of my tree. My branches anyway, my leaves, my green bits. Ta-da! Yes! So I do have a little bit more green, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go along my edges and just add a little more poofiness to it. Just because I can. And then I'll probably save some just in case I set my elbow in it or something so I can fix it. I'm notorious for setting my elbow in icing. Always have been. And getting it in my shoe, even if I have tennis shoes on. The more you know. Awesome! So I like to do some garland. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up my yellow. So I'm gonna take this off, and then there's a little seal, and I'm going to remove this seal. And then I'm gonna need this white ring from my green. So I'm just gonna leave the grass tip and my green over here on my towel. And then I'm gonna go back to this little bag of fun, and I'm going to take out the number 4 tip. Put it on. Screw this back on, like so. So this one is used for drawing and writing or making polka dots. So there are a couple things you can do with this. You can either draw like little lights I like to do zigzaggies for my garland, but you can make them more normal if you'd like. You can also, for your garland, instead of using the round tip, you could put the grass tip on your yellow. Squeeze it out for just a little bit. And then you could do garland holding it sideways like this if you want it more stringy. Or I'll show you what it looks like with the number 4, whatever feels right for you. I like options. So holding it sideways. So it's just whatever look you like best. I like this top one better today, the number 4 tip, so that's the one I'm gonna do. And then I also like to leave my cupcake together. It also helps me know what it's gonna look like when it's done. Like, it's like I'm making a big picture. So I am just going to start on the 2 instead of the 1, because I'm actually gonna draw a star here. But I'm just going to make some squiggly lines. Like so. So these cupcakes, they aren't connected. But when they're next to each other, they look, it's hard to do it upside down. They look like they are, which is also why I like to have this set up in the shape that I want before I start decorating, so that way I can see it all. I know I've said that 100 times now, but it helps me a lot. So I'm just gonna keep on making garland. I like squiggly garland. And then I want some here. I want to bring this one like that. Yeah! Alrighty. So another thing you can do with this is you can use it to draw ornaments. So if you want to draw a big ornament, I personally like to use the 6lets as my ornament. We'll get to that. But you could have really big icing ornaments too to create some different variations of size. But I like to draw a circle and then fill in my circle. So you could draw big yellow circles everywhere. And then I am gonna put a star on this one, the top one. So I want my star a bit up here. So I'm actually gonna start up here with the top point of my star. I'm just gonna draw the star and then fill it in, very similar to the circle. But here's my top. And then I'm gonna fill it in, and then I'm gonna add a little garland line underneath that. Yes! Okay, so now I wanna add my ornaments. So you have some rainbow looking balls. These are perlettes or 6lets, or if you're like, I still don't know what you mean, they're round fancy M&Ms, so they're chocolate balls. And they are a rainbow assortment. If you don't wanna use all the rainbows, you don't have to use all the rainbows. You can just pick out all the red ones and all the green ones and put them on your tree. Or if you just want, no, I want blue and purple and put them on the tree. Totally up to you, but I'm a fan of color, so I'm going to put all of them on here and just use them as my little Christmas ornaments and then decide from there what else I want to add. You can also put them along the lines of your garland too. Yes, it's looking cute. I'm going to stop on the 6lets for now. I'll probably add some more. But now I'm going to go to my sprinkles, and I'm just going to sprinkle them over. However, you don't just have to your sprinkles. If you would like, and it looks super cute, but it is very time consuming, you can put this in your yellow to create like a little very intricately detailed string of garland. But by doing that, you take one single tiny sprinkle at a time and place it into your yellow. It does look super cute, but it is very time consuming, and I know that the individual sprinkle life is not for everybody. It is an option if you would like to do that. I am just gonna sprinkle sprinkles on today though. I don't think I'm gonna add any more sprinkles or anything to it. You could also, oh, I might do that. Oh, you guys, all the ideas. You could also line your star in sprinkles along the edge to help it like stand out more. I do think I'm gonna do that, and I will show you how to do your trunk, and then we're all done. So let me go ahead and put sprinkles on my star to show you what it looks like, just so you know what the option would be if it's a route you wanna go. Ta-da! Just for a little extra pizzazz. You could also do it with the green or the red sprinkles too, but I was feeling the white sprinkles. You can also use your sprinkles, like whatever, I mean, it could be even the color you outlined them in, but you could also use your sprinkles to make like a smiley face on your star if you want. Or you could use your chocolate icing, which is what we're gonna do next because we're on our trunks. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up just like the yellow. And then it's up to you. You can either use the round tip, you could use no tip and smear it around, or you can use the grass tip. I'm gonna use the grass tip, so I'm gonna take the seal off, put my grass tip on my chocolate, take the ring off my yellow, put it on, and then just squeeze it out for a little bit. Now, instead of holding it straight up and down, I'm actually gonna hold it sideways this time to get a little bit of a different texture going on for my trunk. So, holding it sideways, you can either just pipe a line, or you can do the jab, which is probably what I'm going to do. So the jab is while you're holding it sideways, you're going to be squeezing your icing while doing this. It's like you're poking somebody. So poke, 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 poke. It just gives it a little bit of a different texture to it. You could also do line, jab, to create that really more barky texture to it. And you can have your lines kind of like, to make it look a bit more realistic instead of just like, like have them kind of cattywampus in places. If you are just smearing icing around on your cupcake, smear the chocolate around, and then you can take your scissors and lightly add some lines into the icing to get a bark texture as well. And I'm going to finish up this stump, and then I'll do my second one, and we'll look at it all together. Yes! So I actually am going to go ahead, even though I piped it, I'm going to use my scissors to add just to mess it up a little bit. To create some barky parts. Yeah, it just looks a little too perfect to me. So I wanted to make it a little imperfect. I'm going to do it to this one too. And there we go. Yes! And that's it, you guys. This is the pull-apart Christmas tree kit. Like, it's so cute. And now you can just take one off and eat your Christmas tree. Oh, it's great. But thank you guys so much for coming today. I hope that you had fun. I would love to see how you guys customized your pull-apart trees. You can totally always tag us with hashtag MyMakeStudioKits, or you can send us your lovely photos either on our Facebook, which is MyMakeStudio, or our Instagram, which is at MyMakeStudio. We love seeing what you guys do. I think it's really cool that we're all doing the same thing, but everybody puts their own like individuality into it, and they're still like personalized, and I think that's really cool. So if you would like to send us your creations, we would love to see them. And then our Facebook and our Instagram are just good places to follow in general. We're constantly adding new and upcoming kits on there, or things that are going on sale. Or if you didn't know, we're Denver based. Hey, if you just kind of want to see what's going on here in Colorado, like what events we've got going on and all that jazz, they're good places to follow. And then if you need more decoration in your life, we do more than cupcakes. If you go to our website, which is mymakestudio.com, we also have cake kits. We also have gingerbread houses for both December and October. We also have a pastry kit. There's all kinds of stuff on there, and we're constantly updating things and adding new things. So if you need more decoration in your life, I would head over to our website. But again, thank you so much for coming. I know I had fun, but I always have fun. I really hope that you had fun and that you enjoy eating your Christmas tree. And as always, everyone, happy holidays and stay creative.